What is up? What is cracking? Collective. It's your girl Ash, aka Goddess Goals, in the building. I'm busy back, babies, and that's one point blank period. Here to deliver a message, here to tell a story, here to give a word. Now remember, this message, this story, this word may not resonate with you at all. But if you're like, yo, Ash, that was me in the past, I can resonate with you because that was simply me in the past, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're like, yo, Ash, that's me right now, I'm going through that right now, make sure you hit the like button. And in this message, and in this story, and in this word, it's simply about somebody that is saying, you really been on my mind. Your love has been really on my mind. Who you are as an individual has been on my mind. The peace that you brought me has been on my mind. The peace that you bring me is always on my mind. And I feel like this message, this story, this word is about a couple. This is about lovers. And if this is not about lovers, this is about the people that you closely do love. The people that if they left you, you wouldn't know what to do. That if they wasn't there with you, you wouldn't know what to do. The people that you deeply connect to, you just simply wouldn't know what to do if they wasn't with you. And then for some of you guys, this could be somebody that's not here with you. And you just thinking like, man, while you're not here with me, your love has been on my mind. Or ever since you left, your love has simply been on my mind. Or maybe your love haven't never left my mind. Really, your love is always on my mind. Always on my mind. Always my mind. Your really love is always. Your really your love is always on my mind, right? Have you ever loved somebody, right? And all you can do is just think about that person. Let's start off with the couple, right? With the love, right? And maybe this couple, or maybe y'all, right? Your couple, your lover, right? Your best friend, and your homie, your everything, right? And you just simply like, look, we have our small beginnings, or man, we got to be grateful for simply the small beginnings. We got to be grateful for the start of the relationship. We got to be grateful for the itty bitty parts of the relationship. We got to be grateful for the misunderstandings of the relationship. We got to be grateful for the things that come to shake up our peace in the relationship. And it's on my mind. It's like, have you ever got into it with somebody, right? And it took a lot for you to understand what that person meant to you before. But when they take their love away from you, when they take their love away from you, then you understand what that love is, how they love really feels. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? After you took the love away from me, now I understand how the love really feels. I understand how deep the love is, right? And maybe at one point in time, I thought I could, go on and love without you. But at the end of the day, I'm still like, man, I can't go on and love without you. Like, you don't know what you do to me, right? You don't know what you simply do to me. And sometimes when we are in a relationship and we take a day, we take a week, maybe even we take a month, or we take a couple months, or we take a year, or however many times that we take a break, or we take a couple hours, whatever it is, it's like, man, those hours just seem like hours and hours, Those days feel like days and days, And during those days that I'm not talking to you, you are still on my mind. I still think about you, and you are simply still on my mind. You're always on my mind, right? Your love is always on my mind. Always on my mind. So, those I'm talking to, maybe y'all understand, right? Maybe y'all understand about the small beginnings, about the small things when you are just going through things in the beginning of your relationship, or you're just going through things in the beginning, right? How the beginning can feel, how just certain things could feel. Well, man, I never thought that I could feel. I never valued that person, and I never felt that person or how that person felt. And all of a sudden, when that person walked away from me, now I understand how that person felt. Or once they walked away from me, I knew how that person felt inside. And I just couldn't get them out of my mind. Like, man, baby, I just can't simply get you out of my mind. I can't stop thinking about you, and you always on my mind. You just simply always on my mind. Always on my mind, And when you start in a relationship, or when you start out young, or when you start out loving young, or when you start out loving or trying to love after you being traumatized, or after you have gone through some trauma, now you start to look at yourself. You're like, man, I gotta look at me now. I gotta look at what I need to heal within me now. I gotta, ask God. I gotta ask my angels, like, man, I need you to help me heal now. I need you to simply help me heal now. I can't keep on carrying the pain that I have carried on now. It's like starting over brand new. It's like experiencing something brand new. So I am grateful for the small beginnings. I am grateful for the little arguments. I am grateful for the misunderstandings. I am grateful for the lessons. I am just simply grateful for you. And sometimes somebody got to leave out of our life for us to be grateful for them. Right? And then what if this is your family, right? What if this is your family? And what if this is you? And what if this is just simply about your family and you? Have you ever started off with nothing? Started off with your bed on the floor. Started off with a little Christmas tree. Or maybe you started off with no Christmas tree. Maybe you started off with just presents on the floor, right? Like, look, man, I'm just grateful to have some presents on the floor. Your really love is all is. Really, your love is always on my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you love somebody, or when you love your family, or when you love your children, it's like, man, sometimes I'll do anything just to see a smile on your face. Even if I don't got a Christmas tree, at least the smile is on your face. At least you got a gift on the floor. Right? You know what I'm saying? At least you got a gift on the floor. At least I got you something, even if it's a gift on the floor. And at least we can even do something, even if we can just put up lights and there's no Christmas tree on this floor. But at least, baby, we can make it light up. Like, man, baby, let's make it light up. So let's be grateful for simply just the lights. Let's simply be grateful for the light up. Simply be grateful for the light up on our faces, on their faces. Just simply be grateful for the light up. And when you are grateful for the little things, and when you are grateful for the small things, you are just simply grateful that you got a gift. Maybe some people that I'm talking to, you know, you're like, man, I'm not even used to getting a gift. And then some people I'm talking to, maybe you are the gifter, and you give somebody a gift, and they're like, man, I'm so grateful that I was even on your mind. I'm grateful to just simply be on somebody's mind. So we are grateful for the small beginnings. And even though we want the people that we love to have more, and even though we want to see them have more, and even though we want to give them more, we are grateful for the small beginnings. And know that in our heart, it's like, man, your love is always on my mind. What will make you happy is always on my mind. What will put a smile on your face is always on my mind. Have y'all ever had somebody that's very tough on the outside, or maybe always looked at tough on the outside, but on the inside their heart was just ooey gooey, ooey gooey? Like, I can't put it together, or sometimes I can't show you or physically tell you how much I love you, but if you give me the opportunity, baby, I'm gonna show you how much I love you. Like, you know, I mean, y'all just a gifter. Like, I can't get the ooey gooey thing down, but here, I'm gonna just give you this, and you should know that I love you. Okay? It's still a beautiful thing, right? And some of us are dealing with people that are the ooey gooeys of the world. Are the ones that'll run up and give you a hug and show you that they love you. Like, look, you know, you little hard thing, I'm gonna give you a hug because you need some ooey gooey in your world. Have you ever had a kid just hug you and hold on to you and always want to love you, and you be like, how could I say no to that, right? How could I walk away from that, right? How can I not love that, right? Like, oh my God, the ooey gooey. Even though deep down your love is always on my mind. How can I do more for you? It's always on my mind. After a while, how can I become the best version of me? For you is always on my mind. And, you know, maybe this is somebody that is not around you anymore, right? Maybe not close to you anymore, right? Maybe it's just simply not here with you anymore, right? But the love is always on your mind. Their love is always on your mind. This can be somebody that has passed away, or this can be somebody that you're just not with anymore. This could be a friend, whatever it is, right? What they love is always on your mind. Your love is always. Have you ever lost somebody mentally, physically, emotionally, and they have always still been on your mind? The love that you have for them has always been on your mind. The love has never went away for them, and they'll always be on your mind. And you know, in these circumstances, you will always take with you what you learn from that person that's always on your mind. You will forever take with you the love that you had for this person and always keep it on your mind. You will just take the love with you and always have it on your mind. This also can be you just watching somebody that you don't contact anymore, somebody that you don't see eye to eye with anymore, but you can still feel like your love is always on my mind. That no matter what, I still want to see you do well. That no matter what, I still want to see you flourish. No matter what. Because no matter what, your love will always be in the forefront of my mind. And when you think about love and you think about putting love in the forefront of your mind, you start to look at things differently. You start to look at people differently. You start to look at life differently. You just start to look at yourself even differently. I forgot what lady I listened to that said this, or it was a guy, a lady said this, but they said, if we all fall in love with every person that we see, we'll start looking at life very differently. So I tried it one day, and I just started looking at everybody like I was in love with them. And no matter how they looked, no matter what they wore, no matter what, right? I saw the best in that person. I saw the best in them. I saw every positive aspect that I can think of about them, and never even not one time looked at a negative aspect of them. And it wasn't nothing sexually. It was everything, maybe we can say metaphorically, energetically, sincerely. And if we think like, man, if I can be in love with every person that I see, imagine how the person that is in love with me feels about me. And sometimes we get so caught up in our flaws. We get so caught up in what we don't have. We get so caught up in what everybody else does have, and forget that the person that is in love with us doesn't even see those things at all. Because in the forefront of their mind is just your love. It's just their love. It's just your love. It's just love. It's just you always are on my mind. And sometimes when you put love in the forefront of your mind, there will be forces, there will be things, there will be people, there will be beings that will try to steal, kill, and destroy the love that you have on your mind. And when you also think about love, it's also about positivity. The positivity that you have about yourself, the positivity that you have about the world, the positivity that you have for what you have. And sometimes people don't want you to have that positivity in the forefront of your mind. They don't want you to have that love in the forefront of your mind. So you always got to be that love that's in the forefront of your mind. You know? And when we put our hater blockers on, right? Just think about you putting your hater blockers on and covering up your forehead like, I hear no evil, I see no evil. I am of no evil. And I know there will be weapons that form, but none of them shall ever prosper. So I gotta put my hater blockers on towards the evil that's trying to block out the love in the forefront of my mind. And sometimes we gotta bow out gracefully, right? With certain situations, with certain people, with just certain things, we have to bow out gracefully, even if the love is on our mind. Like, man, I love you and you are always on my mind, but I just simply gotta bow out gracefully. Because if I put love in the forefront of my mind, I also gotta put the love for myself in the forefront of my mind. And sometimes we fall short with putting the love for ourselves in the forefront of our mind. Sometimes we overshare, sometimes we overlove, sometimes we overgive, sometimes we just do things over and over and over. And really love is all it is. You're always on my mind. You know, have you ever been in love so much that you always thought about your person and you forgot that you got other things that you gotta do? Have you ever loved somebody like that? Like, man, I have other things that I have to do, but I'm so caught up in being in love with you. Because you're always on my mind. You know? Man, always on my mind. Or maybe have you ever had an experience with somebody, if it was a day, 2 days, a vacay, and after you leave that person, you're like, man, your love is still on my mind. And I can't wait to get back to you, to love on you, and your love just simply blew my mind. Have you ever loved somebody like that? Like, man, they love just simply blew my mind. Always on my mind. Mm-hmm. Always, always. Definitely. Or maybe some of us, our perspective is shifting about love. Maybe it's just a shift of perspective. And maybe it's the perspective of seeing other people simply in love. Seeing other people give love. Seeing other people be in love. Seeing other people embody love. Seeing other people just love on their body. Just seeing people. Like, man, that beautiful love is something that I admire, and it's really on my mind. The love that you embody is just simply on my mind. Or how you love. I love the way you embody it. I love the way you embody it. It's on my mind. And some people may say, you know, when you have somebody that actually loves you and you just love them, and you will always love them, people may say, man, you're stalking this person. Right? Some people may say, what's wrong with you? Of why are you still loving on this person? And sometimes when you think about love, you think about pain. And sometimes, even through the pain, you can still love somebody, right? And I heard one guy say, he was like, man, if you still love somebody, why would you try to fight so hard to not love somebody? Even if you're not with them, that don't mean you still can't love them. Don't try to force yourself to hate them. And don't allow somebody else to force you to hate somebody that you can never hate. Never allow somebody to force you to hate somebody that you absolutely love. And sometimes we never think about it in that way. After we leave somebody, or we walk away from somebody, or we not with somebody anymore, like, why am I trying to force myself to hate somebody that I don't hate? And not saying that we don't protect ourselves from the hate. Because what if the person hates us, right? The person that we love maybe hate us, right? Have you ever dealt with that? Have you ever moved on from somebody and they hated you and you like, man, I don't hate you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even hate you, I love you. I want to see you do well. I want to see you love somebody better than how you love me. I want to see you treat somebody better than how you treated me. I want to see you prosper, even if you didn't want to see it for me. So that's another part of how love can always be on your mind. Always on my mind. So imagine just falling in love with everybody that you meet and they always on your mind. And maybe we will move out this stagnant energy. Or maybe we are so built up with anger and built up with resentment and built up with hate, and it causes stagnant energy. And when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. And maybe what's the key to removing stagnant energy is love. What if that was just the key to moving out stagnant energy? Is love. Always on my mind. What if love was always on your mind? Do you think you would be at peace? Do you think that you would seek everything that you need to seek? Do you think that when your time ends and your time comes and you are about to be no more, that you choose or you chose love to always be on your mind? That you chose to leave with a smile on your face and just choose love? What would you do? What would you do? So that is my message. That is my story. And that is my word. And I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. And man, your love is always on my mind. Your love is always on my mind. Always on my mind. I'll be busy back, baby. Peace.